Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss few questions related to JEE mains examination. Clear friend? So let's start with the question answer round. This is question number 1. Look at what is given in the question. 8 mole of a gas AB3 are introduced into a 1 decimeter cube vessel. It dissociates like this. At equilibrium, what happens? Look at 2 mole of A2 are found to be present, the equilibrium constant of the reaction. That is, we have to find the value of K. So how to find the value of K? Check it out. I am moving here. It's very simple. The answer of this question is 2 moles of A2 are found to be present. Okay. The expression is 2AB3. Clear? It gives you A2 plus 3B2. Clear? Given here is 8 moles. Not an issue. Now write down the expression here. 8 minus 2x. Then here x and here is 3x. Clear to you? Now, given here x is equal to 2. Clear to you? Now, what will happen in this case? That is A2. This one is 3 into 2, that is 6. And this one is 8 minus 2 into 2, that is 4. Clear to you? Now, what is the expression for Kc? That is concentration of A2, that is B2 to the power 3 upon AB3 to the power 2. Am I right, friend? Now put down the value, that is Kc is equal to A2. What is A2 here? That is 2, and B2, that is 6 cube. Clear? Upon AB3, that is 4 square. Clear? Now moving here, check it out what will happen in this case. That is Kc is equal to 2 into 6 into 6 into 6 divided by 4 into 4. Clear? Now, clear to you? What will the value? That is Kc is equal to 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27. So in this case, what is the value of equilibrium constant? I am moving here, check it out. That is C, 27 mole square per liter square. You can easily solve such kind of questions. Clear, friend? If you have any doubt, you can check it out. The simple expression, that is T is equal to T equilibrium, that is the condition. And put the value, you get 1 decimeter cube, the concentration is equal to 2 upon 1 is equal to 2, 6 upon 1 is equal to 6 upon 1 equal to 6, and 4 upon 1 is equal to 4. That is a similar pattern. So we do not need to write the elaborate the question. Clear? Now I am going to rub this part. Wait for a moment. Now, let's move to the question number 2. Look at, this is a question from IIT JEE examination. Look at the question. As the expressions say, at constant temperature, the equilibrium constant for the decomposition is expressed by Kp is equal to 4x square P 1 upon x square. This one is equilibrium constant, friend. What I am telling, this one is equilibrium constant. It is independent of concentration, it is independent of pressure. It depends generally only upon temperature. Here, by looking at this, you can say that is Kp increase with P, Kp increase with increase of x, Kp increase with decrease of X. This is the value of equilibrium constant. Listen carefully. It is independent of such type of factor. So by looking at this expression, what comes in our mind? That is the option 1. So before judging the option, before finding the correct answer, check out the basic formula, otherwise the answer will be wrong. So this 3 option is not correct. Actual the option is this one. Kp remains constant with change in P and X. That is, K only generally depends on temperature. Clear to you? This is one of the best question, best theoretical question. Now I'm going to wrap this part, friend, and moving towards the next question. Check it out, what will happen in this series. Wait. This is, look at which graph will show equilibrium condition. As I told you, this is the graph between rate and time. This is the graph between rate and time. This is the graph between rate and time. As we know, if there is a graph between rate and time, the actual graph equilibrium condition will be this one. If there is a graph between concentration and time, then the graph may be like this, and then the graph may be like this. This condition show equilibrium condition. Do you remember this? Here this not concentration is given, so this one and this one is not correct. If there is a concentration term, then definitely, as I discussed these things in my lecture, if there is a concentration term, then concentration and time graph, that is, this is the basic properties of equilibrium. So which graph show that is the equilibrium condition? So this is, because the graph touches, that is, in this case, rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. If rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction, then we people can say this is a example of equilibrium. Clear? So I'm going to wrap this part, friend, and we'll discuss the next part of the question. Check these things very carefully, what I'm telling. Now look at, for this is one of the simplest question. What is given? Degree of dissociation of N2 and O2. I am giving you a chance to solve this question in your home. Still I will give you some clue, that is degree of dissociation of N2 and O2. As we know, simply the degree of dissociation will be equal to number of moles dissociated upon total number of moles taken. Or there are many more methods, that is K is equal to C alpha square. Alpha is the degree of dissociation. Am I right or wrong? There are various methods. Now in this expression, what is given here? For the reaction N2 plus O2, that is like this, N2 plus O2, it gives you 2NO. Clear to you? If T is equal to 0, if I take 1, 1, then here comes 0, and T is equal to T equilibrium. It can be written like this, 1 minus X, 1 minus X, and there is 2X. Our main concern is to find the value of X. If you find the value of X, what is the expression in this case? Kc is equal to 2x to the power 2 upon 1 minus X into 1 minus X. Clear? Put the value here 2. 2 is equal to 4x square, then 1 minus x square. Clear? This will cancel this one. That is 1 minus x square is equal to 2x square. If we solve the value of x and put there in the expression, then we can easily find the degree of dissociation. As we know, they are equal, so they have value of equal amount of degree of dissociation. In this expression, only one option which has same value. So this is so easy. No need to solve the entire question. You can solve, that is the one simple value, that is the equal amount of given, so they will have equal value of degree of dissociation, and in this case only one expression has equal value, that is both are 1 by 1 plus root 2. Am I right, friend? It's so easy, you can easily solve such question. This questions are slight tricky, you do not need to solve such question. Look at N2 plus O2, that is the equal amount, that is if the equal amount, then definitely they will have same value of degree of dissociation. Am I right? And in this question, 1 not equal value, B not equal value, D not, C both are 1 by, so same value of degree of dissociation. Look at complete balancing. Is it clear? So for such question you do not need to use pen and paper. Now let's move to the next expression, next question. What will happen in this case? Check it out. Okay, now this is one of the good question. Hydrolysis of two salt Ka and Kb of a weak acid Ha and Hb are 10 to the power minus 8 and 10 to the power minus 6. If the dissociation constant of the third acid is 10 to the power minus 2, the order of acidic strength. Good question. Hydrolysis constant is given here, that is Kh is given for first acid Ha. Sorry, this is the Ka, that a salt, that is put here KHA1 is given here, that is 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, and we people know Kw is equal to 10 to the power minus 14. Okay, KH2 here is given 10 to the power minus 6. Clear? And Kw is 10 to the power minus 4. We have to compare the acidic strength, so we need to find out the first case. For Ha we need to find Ka1, for Hb we need to find Ka2, and for Hc there is given Ka3 is equal to 10 to the power minus 2. That is the question. That means to say, higher the value of Ka, higher is the acidic strength. Now for first part, that is for Ha and Hb, there is not the value of dissociation constant given. In terms here hydrolysis constant given. Do you remember this? As I told you earlier, Ka1, that is for Ha, is equal to Kw upon Kh. Do you remember this formula? KH1, and Ka2, that is Hb, is equal to Kw upon Kh2. Clear? And Ka3 for Hc, it is given 10 to the power minus 2. Now what is the value of Kw? 10 to the power minus 14. Kh1 10 to the power minus 8, that is 10 to the power minus 6. And in this case, what is the value? 10 to the power minus 14 upon 10 to the power minus 6. Clear to you? 10 to the power minus 14, then minus 6, that is 10 to the power minus 8. And the third case, 10 to the power minus 2. Is it clear? This is slight tricky question. Now tell me which one has higher value of K, that is Ka3. Ka3 higher value, that is Sc will have more acidic strength than Ha, than Hb. This is the order. Now check out which option is correct. Hc, Ha and Hb. This one. This is one of the good question. Again I am giving you KH1 and KH2. What is the value of relation? Ka1 is equal to Kw upon KH1. Find out the value of K. Higher the value of K, higher is the acidic strength. Lower the value of pKa, higher the value of acid. Just different concept. Higher the value of K, higher is the acidic strength. Lower the value of pKa, that is higher the acidic strength. Clear to you? Because we all know pKa is equal to minus log Ka. Do you remember this? Note down, this is one of the best question here. Clear? I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. Wait for a moment. Now move towards the next hurdle. Wait for a moment, friend. The next hurdle is, look at question number 6. Consider the 3 solution of 1 molar concentration sodium acetate. Okay, sodium acetate. Sodium acetate comes from which type of? CS3COOH, visible to you, plus NaOH, then CS3COONA. Definitely this is a strong base and this is a weak acid. If there is a strong base and weak acid, definitely it will have pH higher. Okay sir, it's all okay. And if I talk about acetic acid plus sodium acetate, that is the buffer solution, and third one, that is CS3COOH. Clear to you? CS3COOH, definitely it has lower value of pH, that is near about 7 or slightly lower than 7. So if I sequence, then it will have lower value of pH. That is, the pH of this situation will lie in the following. First of all, there comes CS3COOH, then there comes buffer. Clear to you? And finally there comes CS3COONA. So that is the third one. Then there comes first one, and then there comes second one. Am I right or wrong? Sorry, you are wrong. This is first one is third one, then there comes second one, and finally pH. This one has high value of pH. So first option is, tell me, sir, in this case this one has low value of pH near about 7, and then 3, then there comes 2, then there comes 1. This is the correct option. Clear to you? This one is comes from a strong base and weak acid, high value. This one is weak acid, so it will slightly lower value of pH, and this one is buffer, ranging between this and this. So 3, 2 and 1. Clear? Now friend, I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next question. Check out what is the next question in this case. Look at, this is one of the best question. Solubility of calcium phosphate, clear, in water is V gram per ml at 25 degrees Celsius. Its solubility product. Okay, what is the formula of calcium phosphate? Ca3PO4 halt twice. Clear? This is the formula of calcium phosphate. How will it break? It will break like this: 3Ca2 plus 2PO4 3 minus. This is the formula. Now what is the Ksp value here? Ksp is equal to 3S into 2S. Clear to you? 3S to the power 2 and 2S to the power 3. That is the value of Ks. Now what is S here? That is the question. Question is given S is equal to, that is concentration, given mass, that is V gram, V upon 100. Clear to you? Upon molar mass, number of moles, then upon 100 ml, convert into liter, multiply by 1000. Then S is equal to, here this will cancel this one, then S is equal to 10 W upon M. This is the solubility. Now what will happen? That is Ksp is equal to 9S square into, wait for a moment, there is mistake, 3 here, put here 3S to the power 3, 2 here, 2S to the power 2. Clear? Now it's correct. Now put here what will happen? This is the number of moles upon volume, 100 ml. Clear? This is the value of solubility. Now 3 into 3, 27 in 3 into 3 into 3, SQ into 4S square, that is 27 into 4, 108 S5. Clear? Now Ksp is equal to 108 S5. What is the value of S? 10V upon m to the power 5. Clear? Is there any option? 10V, 108, almost 10V in 10 to the power 5, 3 to 5. Wait for a moment. I am moving here. Check out. The option is 10 to the power 7, 5, 10V. Now 10 comes here, that is Ksp is equal to 108 into 10 to the power 5. Clear? W upon m to the power 5. I hope this is the correct. Check it out once again. S5 2PO4, okay, that is 2s to the power 2, that is 4, 108. Now if I multiply this, if I estimate this 100, then 100 into 10 to the power 5, then W upon m to the power 5. Am I right? Then Ksp is equal to 10 to the power 7 W upon m to the power 5. That is the expression. 10 Ksp is equal to 10 to the power 7 into W upon m to the power 5. This is almost the expression, this one, B. Clear to you? This is the B expression. If you have any doubt, you can easily approach to me. I am giving you a few seconds. Check it out. What I have done, Ksp is equal to, this one is 3s, this one is 2s. Clear to you? 3s to the power 3, 2s to the power 2. Now what will happen? 108 s to the power 5. Put this value. Solubility is equal to n by v here. N is equal to W upon m, given mass upon molar mass, volume ml, converted it into liter. So S is equal to 10 W upon m. Now put here W upon m. So take 108 as a 100 lump sum figure. Now come here, 108 10 to the power 5, 10 to the power 7 W upon m to the power 5. This is the B option. Clear? Now I'm going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. The next part of the question is, look at which of the two substances are Bronsted bases. What are Bronsted bases? That is proton acceptor. Am I right or wrong? Sir, you are absolutely right. And what is Bronsted acid? That is proton donor. Now check it out. This converted to CO3. This one is acid. So this one is its conjugate base. Clear? Okay. H2O converted to H3O plus. Clear to you? If I talk about H3O plus, then what will happen? Check it out, friend. Find out the Bronsted base. H2O, it gains hydrogen. If it gains hydrogen, then this one is a base and this one is a acid. It's conjugate acid. This is a conjugate acid base pair. Acid, conjugate base, base, conjugate acid. So which one will the Bronsted base is? That is CO3 2 minus and H2O. So D is the correct option. Clear, friend? Now I am going to rub this part and we'll discuss the next one. The next one is question number 9. Which among the following represent the conjugate acid base pair? Now tell me, conjugate acid base, as we know in conjugate acid base pair there is a difference of H plus 1 H. Now check it out. Which one is H2SO4 2 hydrogen? That is 1. All are no. This one A is the correct option because H2O plus H plus, which gives H3O plus. There is a gap of only 1 hydrogen, but in this case 2 hydrogen, in this case there is 2 hydrogen. So these are not conjugate base acid base pair, but this is a conjugate acid base pair. Clear to you, friend? Now let's move to the next one. Now the next one is, this is, in gaseous reversible reaction, if pressure is increased, then the equilibrium constant, this is the totally Le Chatelier principle. Look at delta N. Delta N is equal to here 0, 2, 1 plus 1, 2. 2 minus 2 equal to 0. If there is delta N is equal to 0, then what will happen? There is no impact of pressure. So in this case, the equilibrium constant would be unchanged. Clear to you? No impact of pressure. Clear? I hope now you can easily solve such kind of questions. I will provide many more questions, many more techniques related to the chapter during certain interval of time. After certain interval of time. Clear to you? So one thing I am going to ask you, if you have any doubt, if you have any query related to questions related to theory, then you can easily approach to me. I will provide you detailed solution as well as few more guidance related to the chemistry section. Clear to you, friend? So time to say, time is calling, time to say goodbye to you all. We will meet again and we'll discuss few more topics related to chemistry. Clear, friend? Thank you so much. Bye bye.